So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Ibrahimovic. And it's Bellingham. Threads one in, not the most accurate pass.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Vieira. Cruyff. Played into space out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Now it's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. Odo. Bullet. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham takes a shot. It's a... Oh, he's been caught napping, and again.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
That's been slipped through. And it's Hullet. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Olise. He's looking wide. It's come to nothing. Celtic, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And a chance! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's gone backwards. Ended up in no man's land. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he thumps it clear. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Olise. Marseille finding their passes. Can he finish? Cafu gets good distance on it. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Searching pass he's played there. Koundé.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Olise. Good read, needed to be.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Cafu. And it's Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Olise. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Robertson. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Celtic leading 1-0 at the break. And we're underway again. Celtic carrying a one-goal lead. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hullet. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, can they get him away? Pass somewhat off target. Cafu. Beckham. Saliba. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Olise. Oh, good read. Beckham. Hullet. Vieira. Great vision. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Bellingham. Now it's Olise. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Cafu. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Cafu. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. Koundé. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Van Nistelrooy. That's a good ball out wide. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Koundé.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Cruyff looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And it's the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Le numéro 9, Van Nistelrooy. À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 18,
Olise!
le numéro 21.
Now he's going to be first to this. Oh, such a clever touch. Cafu plays it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Spread out to the left. Quick look, then plays it in. That's out for a goal kick. Robertson. De Bruyne. Now it's Olise. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! Danger averted for now.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Vicious ball here. Pele. Collar. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Celtic still ahead by the game's only goal. Rui Costa. Gattuso shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Played in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille.
Celtic with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Messi.
Tele plays it short. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Deftly away. Rui Costa. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's been cut out, well played.
Une minute.
Right card. For De Bruyne. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that is that. Celtic have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now, what about this cross? Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. De Bruyne. Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Now that's well seen too. Koulibaly. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Azar. Robertson. It's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Olise. Pass is just off target. Beckham. Ibrahimovic. Van Nistelrooy. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And he's surging through. And Van Nistelrooy! Mighty close.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Celtic still without a single shot on target. Now, can they get him away? Cafu, he is through here. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Bellingham. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy goes for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Marseille with the corner, they're first. Van Nistelrooy plays it short. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. And now they can spring out of defence. Collar is onto this. Hazard. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now this could be a chance. Pull it. Beckham. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Hullet. And it's played forward. It's a good ball out wide. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Cafu. He's shifting through the gears here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, what's he done? Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Koulibaly. And it's Bellingham. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And this is Hullet. Olise on a strong run down the right. Hullet trying to keep this in. Strong running down that left flank. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Olise, that is a great pick out. Saliba. Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's made its way to him. And he's big chance! It's in!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
He's gone for goal! Another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing it blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Nistelrooy goes short. Beckham attempts a clearance. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Ibrahimovic is... And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Celtic, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 11, Hazard.
So off we go once more.
Le numéro 95.
Celtic really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's a sharp little ball here. Celtic come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Applies the finish! And that's off target.
Marseille seem to have deployed this as a tactic that may need reconsideration.
Koulibaly. And it's Bellingham. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hullet. And he was quick to react. Now it's Olise. No, that's been intercepted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Olise tries a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Celtic are still that goal to the good. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to get free. And here's Doué. It's a throw-in.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 8. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 30.
Cafu.
Messi.
Played over towards the opposite flank. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Aimed beyond the defence. And that was very necessary. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bullet has a look and place it forward. Out to the right.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Showing good feet. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That has not gone well.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
De Bruyne. Lovely feet. And this is Messi, picked out brilliantly.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. And he's cut it out. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Celtic clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Koulibaly to Van Nistelrooy, and he's intervened well there. Probing pass. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Doué, that is a brilliant interception. Oh, cracking ball. He's had a shot! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Celtic have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. You like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality. And the referee brings it to a close. Celtic, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Collar taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Oh, that's ambitious.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his...
He's got full! Olise. It's anyone's ball now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Bellingham. Robertson. Rijkaard. Played back in. Ibrahimovic. And it's Azar. And here's Olise! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shoots!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And Van Nistelrooy!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Nistelrooy. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game. Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Marseille have the lead! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Marseille have taken the lead.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Pass somewhat off target. Shifted upfield. He's had it taken off him. And it's Vieira. Now there's a fine ball. An uncompromising challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Van Dijk, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Celtic really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Doué's cross. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Bullet, not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hazard. Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a good run down the right. Half an hour played now. He has a look up. They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Robertson. Possession for... He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Rijkaard brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Hazard gets over and intercepts. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Olise. Bellingham looking to add to his goal. Robertson. Now it's Olise. Can he get on the end of this? That has not gone well. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Celtic looking to pass their way through. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hullet. Played into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now, what about a counter-attack? Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Otto cuts it out. Deftly away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bullet. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hazard. Olise. And here's Hazard. Now this could be a chance. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 11, Hazard.
Here we go again then.
Pour le remplacer,
Celtic can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's a pretty loose pass. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rui Costa. Fired deep towards... Oh, smashing header! It's hit the crossbar! And that has left him in a heap. No foul, says the referee. Celtic different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And Van Nistelrooy! Now, who's going to be first to this? And we have our very first corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's Koundé. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He has found the way through. And that is expertly dealt with.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille.
Corner number 2 then.
Van Nistelrooy. À sa place, le numéro 6. Changement en cours.
And he's there to clear it. And a chance! Racing over the bar.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up he goes! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
But pour l'équipe du Celtic Glasgow.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pour le remplacer,
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he...
Real chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Celtic are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Mbappe. Koundé. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Otto deals with that comfortably. Rui Costa. Kola. Played into space. Great ball if he can get there. Gets into some space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short, and he's had it nicked away. Celtic have their second corner now. Pele goes short. That's a throw. And he was alert to it. De Bruyne. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Ball swung in.
That's good defensive concentration. Marseille clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a promising position. And that has been cleared. Rijkaard. Now Mbappe. And it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? De Bruyne. And he's there to make the challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro 19. À sa place.
Now it's
le numéro
Mbappe.
18. Attention.
This is De Bruyne.
Changement.
Collier looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. He's got away. Pele with the bullish header. Goal! Celtic! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Celtic go into the lead. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. Celtic ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Otto with the foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. And that's a good ball.
Marseille really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're back on the ball again.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cruyff. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.